Melania Trump made a rare appearance in compliance with Section 3, subsection 2.7 of her prenuptial agreement. And look at the way these two lovebirds interact with each other. Their chemistry, it's positively smoldering.
A second Hitler. Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel? Because you know him better than anyone.
Correct. It's terrible. He's not Hitler, and all of his supporters, they're standing behind him because they want to see country successful.
Appearance, it was as if they caught her in a glue trap at Saks Fifth Avenue and dragged her there. Your wife has to answer questions about her husband being a Hitler. It might be time to reel it in.
Trump just had a complete meltdown after Jimmy Kimmel showed America what Melania's face really looks like when she's standing next to her husband. And honestly, it's the most relatable Melania has ever been. Kimmel compared her to a cat forced to take a bath, which is pretty spot on if you ask me. But what really sent Old Orange Face into orbit was when Jimmy suggested Melania's favorite White House hiding spot would be inside Obama's portrait, a place Trump would never, ever go.
Stars, look who else showed up.
Good evening, New York City, our hometown. Let's size this moment.
Size this moment. It looks like a 48 regular to me, I don't know.
Grumpy Trumpy can't handle the truth. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. You know what they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but Melania's face next to Trump is worth 1,000 silent screams for help. Jimmy Kimmel recently put together what can only be described as a brutal montage showcasing our former First Lady looking absolutely miserable standing next to her husband, and boy, did he go in on those facial expressions.
Look at the way these two lovebirds interact with each other. Their chemistry, it's positively smoldering.
Please welcome our next Commander-in-Chief, my husband, President Donald J. Trump.
To me, there's nothing more beautiful than watching a man and his wife try not to smudge each other's bronzing cream, you know?
Kimmel didn't hold back, describing Melania's looks as ranging from "someone just told me I have to eat Trump's well-done steak" to "I'd rather be anywhere else in the universe right now." But the comedian didn't stop there. He actually brought in body language experts to analyze what we all can plainly see, that Melania's body language is basically screaming "get me out of here" in sign language. That's not just shade, that's a total eclipse. The contrast between Melania and previous First Ladies couldn't be more obvious.
She greets him like he made a delivery to her art gallery. This appearance, it was as if they caught her in a glue trap at Saks Fifth Avenue and dragged her there.
And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today.
While other presidential wives mastered what Kimmel called the "my husband can do no wrong" face, Melania looks like she was trying to socially distance herself from Trump before it was cool. I mean, she was ahead of the trend by years. There were specific moments that really caught Kimmel's attention. He pointed out that Melania's smile looked more painful than passing a kidney stone, and when she attempted to hold Trump's hand, it looked like she was touching a live wire.
And now, from Slovenia, please say hello to our former First Lady, Melania Trump. And then it was time for the main event. Patrick Ewing basked in the glow of the garden for around 70 minutes. Oh, God bless the NDA. It is just unbelievable. This whole event, his whole platform is immigrants are dangerous. Immigrants are killing our country. We have to stop the immigrants.
Ouch, those aren't just jokes. They're observations that hit way too close to home for Donald. Remember when First Ladies used to look like they actually wanted the job? Weird concept, right? While Michelle Obama gave us Let's Move and Laura Bush championed reading programs, Melania blessed us with Be Best, which Kimmel savagely noted seems about as deep as a puddle in the Sahara. It's like she threw together a slogan that could have been generated by a robot trying to sound inspirational. The real kicker that sent Trump spiraling came when Kimmel revealed what he called Melania's deepest, darkest fantasy, to be trapped inside Obama's portrait. Why? Because it's the one place in the White House Trump would never, ever go. That burn was so severe it probably left scorch marks on Trump's phone as he furiously typed his all-caps response. Turns out the man who built his brand on firing people can't handle being the butt of the joke himself. When Jimmy Kimmel's Obama portrait joke landed, Trump's thumbs went into overdrive on social media faster than he abandons his campaign promises. His response wasn't just angry, it was pathetically revealing. While presidents from Reagan to Obama knew how to laugh at themselves, Trump lashed out like a toddler who just discovered the caps lock button. In his social media rant, he bizarrely claimed, "I wasn't debating one person, I was debating three," and attacked ABC as fake news. Classic Trump, when you can't address the actual joke, just invent new enemies. The really telling part, Trump felt the need to remind everyone he was once a very successful businessman and top TV star. Nothing says, "I'm totally secure," like listing your accomplishments after a comedian makes fun of your marriage. It's like showing up to your high school reunion and immediately telling everyone you once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game. Trump's fragile ego is the gift that keeps on giving for comedians. Most politicians develop thick skin. It comes with the territory, but our former president has skin thinner than the explanation for his bone spurs. One joke about his wife preferring Obama's portrait to his company, and suddenly he's typing angry all-caps manifestos like a teenager who just got grounded. What makes Trump's meltdown so spectacular isn't just what he says, it's what he doesn't say. Notice how he never actually addresses the substance of Kimmel's joke. He can't dispute that Melania looks miserable, so instead, he attacks the messenger. It's the political equivalent of yelling, "Your mama," when you've lost an argument. The funniest part of Trump's response is his complete lack of self-awareness. He throws around terms like very stable genius while having a public tantrum over a late-night comedy bit. Nothing says stable genius like raging about a joke at 2 a.m. This is a man who can dish it out endlessly, giving everyone from political opponents to disabled reporters the business. But the moment someone turns the tables, he crumbles faster than his Atlantic City casinos. So we've learned that late-night comedians aren't just in it for the laughs. They're actually playing a pretty serious political game. Guys like Kimmel and Colbert have figured out that humor is the perfect weapon against Trump's ego. When they crack jokes about his marriage or his tantrums, they're actually reshaping how millions of Americans view him. And that's what drives Trump absolutely bonkers. He can't stand being the punchline because deep down, he knows these comedians are exposing uncomfortable truths. Every caps lock rant just proves their point. The guy who wants to run the country again can't even handle a joke about his wife's facial expressions. The real question is, who's winning this battle? While Trump furiously thumbs out angry posts, comedians like Kimmel are sitting back and watching their ratings climb. In this weird political era, maybe the court jesters have become our most honest truth tellers, and that's no joke.